Padstow is the most well-known holiday destination in North Cornwall. The climate is generally very good because the place is so well sheltered. You can see a jumble of houses, quays, boat slips, restaurants and cafes. And Padstow has a long history, and this fishing port is very important. And the fishing boats are one of the town's most popular attractions. Talking about fish, I wonder what today's catch of the day is. I think he's eaten too much fish. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Look at all this fish, lovely. Which is the freshest fish today?
Well, most of it came in last night, like the weavers, the plaice, the bass, the monk, the huss, the brill, the squid, the skate, and the lemons came in last night.
So everything, really?
Well, most of it, yeah.
Is that generally what happens? You get the fish the night before?
Well, generally, I mean, sometimes if they come in very late, they may keep the fish on the boat and bring it up in the morning.
Yeah.
But they tend to come in and land towards the evening. You know, it depends really. It depends on the tides and the weather and the markets and really how long a trip they're doing as well. Because a lot of them got to meet transport. They've got to go either to Newlyn or to Brixham or to Loo or something.
And then you keep the fish in ice and then put it out the next day?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. And is fish generally cheaper in Cornwall?
It should be cheaper. Generally it's cheaper. Unfortunately, with the cuts in the fishing quotas and that, a lot of the fish prices are rising. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. It's very much a case of supply and demand.
Yeah.
It depends a lot on the time of year. You get certain species that are much more prolific in the winter than the summer. It's like
So it
the
really
squid.
depends what you want
the
then?
The squid and the bass are now just starting to show.
Anything I can taste?
How about some crab meat?
Oh, look at all this lot here.
I mean, you can have a piece of raw fish if you want to go Chinese style, but...
No. I'll save that. Oh, look.
I'd offer you a lobster, but I'm afraid
some
they're already
Cornish
ordered.
crab. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Is this fennel?
This is fennel, yeah. It grows locally, just up the road. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So you can't offer me any lobster at the moment, even though they're there. Look at those.
Well, I could offer you one, but I'd make you pay for it.
I bet you would. How much are they?
Those will be, I think a pair of them were about £8 each. Roughly.
How does that work out? Is that expensive for lobster?
It's a little. The price is coming down now. It's much more expensive. You'd have paid £12 each for those at Christmas, but in the height of the summer, that hopefully it'll be down about £6.
Oh, this crab is delicious. It's so fresh, gorgeous. Oh, so I could just take that as it is. I mean, forget the crab sandwich. I could just eat it like that. And no salt and pepper or vinegar needed on that. Just have it
pure
as it
meat.
is.
It's a bit of a waste to. If it's fresh crab meat, it's a terrible thing to do.
What about some cockles? I'll have some cockles as well.
Yeah, try a few cockles.
Oh, look at that. No vinegar needed, do you think?
Possibly a little vinegar. I wouldn't
Let's just try.
put much salt on them, but a little bit of vinegar maybe. Most people prefer a little bit of vinegar.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of vinegar. Oh, this is delicious. Absolutely love it. Good job I like fish, eh? Internationally known chef Rick Stein has been associated with Padstow for 30 years. He's really put the place on the map. This is his seafood restaurant, which overlooks the bay. Beautiful food, as you can imagine. The only two provisos are that it's a little bit expensive and you do have to book quite early to get in. Apart from the seafood restaurant, he also has a bistro nearby, and in the town, there's his deli, where they sell these, the traditional Cornish pasty. Oh. Would you like some? You can have some. You probably had loads in your time, have you?
Yes, plenty. Make them myself, mind.
Ah, that's the thing to do, is it? Making myself. Well, I'm sure that these are made here. Look at that. Good wholesome ingredients, short crust pastry. This was the traditional midday meal for tin miners. Portable, they could take it with them. And you can put anything in a Cornish pasty, vegetables, meat, fish. This has got skirting steak, which is apparently the best cut of beef you can get. Oh. You know it's delicious. It's absolutely gorgeous. Want some? Oh, when you come to Cornwall, you've just got to have one of these. Look, a saffron bun. You can also get saffron cake. Just look at that lovely yellow colour. Speckled fruit on top. And sort of slightly astringent, but sweet. It's gorgeous. Apparently, saffron was used in British baking in the 17th and 18th centuries, but it seems to have lingered on in Cornwall and become associated with this area because apparently it's still grown here. On Good Friday, sometimes they have these with clotted cream. I don't need clotted cream, just lovely as it is. Do I want a fishing net? Do I want a windbreak? Do I want a colourful windmill? No. I want toffee with clotted cream. I want shortbread with clotted cream. I want fudge with clotted cream. And this is the shop where I can get it. Hello.
Hello.
I know you've got the toffee and the shortbread, but I've got to have some Cornish fudge, please.
Oh, it's got to be clotted cream.
The clotted cream one, that's what you recommend.
Definitely.
But look at all these different flavours. Look, chocolate-covered clotted cream, chocolate-covered Bailey's truffle, chocolate vanilla, chocolate rum truffle. What do people tend to want when they come in?
Anything Cornish, well, mainly it's got to be clotted cream. I always recommend that one because it's so really lovely, creamy and
of course,
taste.
Cornwall is famous for the cream because apparently the climate's so nice that makes the pastures really rich. And then the cows eat the grass and the milk then has a really high butterfat content because the fields are so rich, the grass is so green.
It is, yes.
And that gives it that lovely flavour, the cream, that lovely flavour.
They're so contented, you say.
Yes. And you're the fudge shop, so you must be the most popular fudge shop in Padstow.
I think we are, yes.
Yeah. Can I try some?
Definitely. There we are. Thank you.
Is it really sweet? I bet it is.
Beautiful. Creamy.
Mm. It melts in your mouth, it really does. Thank you. After the saffron buns and the fudge and the Cornish pasties, you've just got to finish off with some fish and chips. I know what you're thinking, Sarah. What a complete pig. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm surrounded by fresh, delicious food. The sun's shining, I'm happy. Come to Padstow. It's a Cornish delight.